Hey, good to be back out here for the last week here at Grand Park. We're just focused as a team this last week of training camp and making the most of it. The 3 good days, today being the first day, and then 2 more, getting ready for Detroit, trying to just take that next step of getting, 1% better, pushing ourselves to the edge, fine-tuning things, hopefully mental errors and pre-snap penalties, all that stuff is going down, and the focus and concentration and execution continues to go up.
Frank, what did you see from Carson, and do you think he'll be ready for week 1?
I thought Carson looked good. I thought his movement, when I first saw him popping around out there, I thought, ooh, that looks pretty good. And I'd seen a little of it indoors, but just seeing out here on the grass and kind of at the speed he was moving, I thought he looked good. And the big question now is, how does it respond? How does it respond? So he did everything today but team periods. We created a second 7-on-7 period, really to get him more work, but also to get, Quentin and Ryan some more work, because the O-line can do individual, and we weren't ready to introduce those guys into team drills yet.
How will you structure the off days? It sounds like Carson will take a couple of days to rest. How will that be planned out?
I want to talk to, I just want to see how he feels later today and then tomorrow morning. So we're kind of in fluid motion right here to see. Would like him to go every day if he can, but if he needs a day off, we just don't know how it's going to respond. So I thought today was a good day, and we'll just kind of follow how he feels and what the docs and trainers are saying.
Frank, you said how it's going to respond. How it's going to respond. So apparently last week it responded pretty well to whatever level.
Yeah. He did some work inside last week, and he did some work, but it wasn't consecutive days work. It was did some work, take a rest day. So you got to get to the point where we can do consecutive days work, and then you got to get to the point where you can do everything. So we're still not there, but today was a good next step.
For a guy who hasn't thrown in this setting for 3 weeks, were you surprised just at his timing and how in sync things were?
Yeah, I thought he threw the ball really well in all the drills and one-on-one, 7-on-7, especially the field 7-on-7 we did. I thought he was really sharp. I thought his decision-making, the ball was coming out quick with accuracy. Got down in the red zone, and the way our defense was playing, I had to throw a lot of checkdowns and some stuff, but I thought he looked good.
3 weeks long enough on a starter for Friday?
No decision yet. I think I'm just going to, these next couple days are pretty important, so I'll probably wait till after tomorrow's practice. I probably won't, I don't even know if I'm up here tomorrow, but if I were, I'll probably wait until the next morning to, as a staff, we'll get together tomorrow night and kind of work through that decision.
We haven't asked you about Dio Dango in a while. Update us.
Yeah, he's making good progress considering, where he was with Fisher. I think everything is kind of paralleling the course. We feel very optimistic and positive about, what he's doing. It's funny you said that. I was just saying the same thing to Chris yesterday. Man, I just want to see that next step for him too. I think we're getting close, but he's making good progress.
Hey Frank, when Carson originally got injured, you guys gave that 5 to 12 week time frame. Are you surprised in any matter that he's back out here and was able to do what he was able to do today in just 3 weeks?
Yeah, I'm probably a little bit surprised, just a little bit. Beforehand, when the docs said what they said, I thought after we get to 3 weeks, we could maybe start doing some things, light throwing. But I think what helped was, like we said afterwards, that I know that the surgery was the best case scenario and everything went well and the recovery was really quick. So it feels to me, what do I know, but it just feels to me like we're probably a week ahead of where I thought we may be. I thought best case scenario was going to be him starting to do what he did next week. I didn't really think it was going to be this week. So, but again, we got to see how he responds.
They didn't do much in their own group, but Quentin and Ryan, are they sort of where Carson is as far as what they can do and what they will do?
Yeah. I feel, obviously Quentin with the same injury, Ryan not, but, I got to watch the tape of the O-line individual today to see how Quentin moved and everything, and then Ryan's deal is a different deal, but same thing. You got to prove that we can do consecutive days of that and just keep ramping it up and see how it responds.
So knock on wood, this is a better day than your first day back when you're giving all the updates.
That's right. I mean, today, we were in stretch, and I see these guys out in stretch, and a couple other guys healthy. I was like, oh, it looks like we got a squad out here. I think we're going to be all right.
Frank, last one, getting ahead of ourselves maybe a little bit, but this would normally be the dress rehearsal week, quote unquote. What is it this year?
It's a little bit of that. I mean, it's a little bit of that. We won't go like into the third quarter or anything, but we'll try to get the guys good reps. But I'm really leaving it to the position coaches and the coordinators. We'll give that range, get the good. We know what we're trying to get out of each guy, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the same for every starter. We might want some starters to play a series longer than others for various reasons. So this is a big week and a good dress rehearsal for us.